I'm going to share five things, five tips, which has helped me fast track my own career. And I've studied many top athletes and top performers who've all gone on to have their success. And I believe these are the five things that they've all practiced. And I am going to share those five learnings of mine. So, number one is about get a mentor. It absolutely makes sense. It's very smart to actually invest into getting a mentor. That could be at the workplace. Now, you could have someone who's working alongside you or working with you in your organization who could be a good mentor. Someone who's been there on the path that you've chosen. And it certainly helps because I found, some of the mistakes that I could have made, easily made. And I have made mistakes because I chose not to have a mentor or a coach. But by having a mentor or a coach, they can actually help you, guide you, and make sure that you avoid those pitfalls. Absolutely, one of the key things that any top performer has gone on to get a mentor for themselves. The second one is about invest into your learning. I cannot emphasize enough because people talk about done their master's or PhD, and I say, when did you do that? Oh, you have 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and you're still harping about it today. The world is moving at that pace that you finished your studies today, university degree today, you're already behind the ball game because the world is moving at that pace. So 20% of your earnings every year, and I repeat, 20% of your earnings every year, regardless of who you are, what position you are in, you must invest back into yourself. Whether you are self-employed, you're working for a corporate, you're an entrepreneur, doesn't matter. 20% of your earnings every year should go back into yourself. So invest into your learning is about continuous learning. The next one is about practicing mastery. Uh, the there's a very famous Malcolm Gladwell quote about 10,000 hours of practice. It's about practice and practice and practice because repetition is the mother of all skills. Because skills is one thing and technique is the other one. Because skills you can learn, but unless you keep practicing, and that's what we call deliberate practice, there is no way that you can go on to achieve mastery. So if you're really talking about mastery in any subject, any field of yours that you are really wanting to excel, then it's about practicing and practicing and practicing. So practice mastery, creating a sense of urgency because interested does not mean committed. It's very two different things altogether. So it's about if someone wants to achieve something, don't leave it for tomorrow. Make sure that it happens today, regardless of come hailstorm or we can blame it on the weather for any things that of any things that you may not be interested to do today. But if you're really serious about what you are wanting to achieve and if you're passionate about it, my suggestion will be create the sense of urgency. And that's what top athletes have all gone on to achieve because, there could be days that you don't feel like doing something and, lethargy comes into play and laziness comes in and procrastination. We can give it different terms and different words, but they're simply words. The game is to really get on the bike and take action. And finally, the last tip I would like to leave you with is about stop people pleasing because we are nothing but domesticated pets. Right from the time you're born as an infant, we are programmed most often, we're dancing around 99.9% of the time, dancing around to please other people. And that's what Facebook, for example, social media is all about. So yes, by all means social media is important, but important thing is that stop the people pleasing. Don't play to win applause and have this celebrity fame game. Instead play the professional fame game. So you are good at what you do, which you already are, you're passionate about it, focus on that and not worry about what others will think. Because if you start worrying about other people's opinions, I can assure you that you will not make progress. And progress drives motivation.